All right, we are going to be doing our day 2, or routine 2 of our body weight exercises. Again, Scout's just hanging out there. He doesn't really seem to be into doing any strength training, but that's okay. So the first exercise that we're going to do is A1, and this exercise is going to be by itself. There's no A2, and it's going to be a wide stance body weight squat. So for this exercise, we're going to put our feet nice and wide. Now, if we want to make this more knee friendly, we really want to make sure that we're sitting back, okay? Again, I use the term comfort and control for these exercises. So we always want to do everything within our comfort and control. So if you feel like getting that low is a little bit troublesome, it's okay if you're going to just go to this position right here. We can always try to progress over time. If it's not really that bothersome on your knee, you can of course bend your legs a little bit more. But again, if this is bothersome on your knees, I'd encourage you to try to sit back and you can lean forward more. So from this position, it's just like this, thinking about bringing our elbows to tap at the inside of our knees. This one's by itself, so do all the reps, rest 30-40 seconds, and then we're gonna be on the ground for the next set of exercises. All right, so we're on the ground, and what we're going to be doing is 2 exercises together, and those exercises are going to be our hip bridge and our dead bug, okay? So for the hip bridge, what we're going to do is have our feet shoulder width apart, and all we're doing is lifting our hips straight up, just like this. So as soon as you get all the prescribed number of repetitions down, we're gonna go into the dead bug. So we're gonna have our legs in tabletop position. When you do this, and you can start this right now, is push your low back into the ground so you feel your core activated. Arms are gonna go up. We're gonna have our right arm and our left leg go out at the same time. Keep your low back on the ground the whole time, and then switch. So right arm, left leg, left arm, right leg, okay? You're gonna get through those, rest for 30-40 seconds, go back to your hip bridge, finish out all the prescribed numbers of repetitions and sets. We're gonna move on to our C exercises, so it's gonna be more glutes and core again. So the first thing that we're gonna do is an alternating leg lowering. So both legs are up in the air and go one leg at a time. Same thing as the dead bug that you just did earlier. We wanna keep our low back in contact with the ground. If you want to make this more challenging, slow it down. Slow it down, pause for a second, come back up, okay? The next one is gonna be another bridge variation, but what we're gonna do for this exercise is we're going to not have our feet shoulder width apart. We're actually gonna let our knees go out and the soles of our feet are going to go together, and we're going to bridge up from this position, okay? So this is the frog bridge, okay? So from this side, it looks quite similar. We're still bridging up just like this, okay? So that is the frog bridge. We're gonna do those together. That's your C1 and then your C2. Get all of that done, and then what we're gonna do is move on to our last exercise. All right, so our last exercise is going to be the shoulder tap. This one's gonna be by itself. So we're in the push-up position, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna tap our opposite shoulder, okay? So I'll show you from the front. So we're in this position just like this. Tap your opposite shoulder. Try not to rotate your hips too much when you do this. If this is challenging or if it bothers your shoulder at all, what we can do is we can go down on all fours just like this, okay? And we're going here like that. And if that is troublesome too, we can always just go back to this position and go to right there, okay? Or anywhere in between here and there.